We'll move on now to House District 7B, which is made up of neighborhoods in the central and western portions of Duluth and includes Fond du Lac and Park Point residents. The Democratic Farmer-Labor Party candidate in District 7B is incumbent Liz Olson.
Hi, I'm State Representative Liz Olson, and I'm serving my first term in the Minnesota House of Representatives, and I'm running for re-election. There's one thing I know that's true, and it's that you need to build strong relationships in order to pass good legislation. And I'm proud to say over the last 2 years, I've worked hard to build relationships at the Capitol and back here in Duluth to pass good legislation that benefits our community. And I did just that. I helped to secure millions of dollars in infrastructure projects, which means good paying jobs for people right here in our community and better roads and bridges for all of us to enjoy. And not only that, I champion legislation to help protect our elderly and vulnerable. And not only that, but to help provide for the caregivers that rely on their support every day. But it's going to take more than that to have a community where everyone can thrive. And that's why I'm running for re-election. I want to go back to St. Paul and work hard on the big issues in front of us. We need to do something about the rising cost of healthcare, and I want to dig in and find solutions that are going to work for our state. And we know we have a problem with affordable, quality childcare. And I want to go back down to St. Paul and work on legislation to ensure that all of our families in our state have access to good child care. And we know that public schools and schools in general are the backbone of our community and help to build the bright future for everyone. And for a long time, we have done little to put serious investment and to be smart about how we use those investments. So I want to go back down to St. Paul and continue to work to be a champion for our schools and our community. And there are so many voices that don't get heard at the Capitol. And I want to continue to be a place that has an open door and an open ear to bring more people in to participate in our democracy. So for that and many more reasons, I'm running for re-election and want to earn your support. So remember to vote Liz Olson on November 6th. Thank you.
The Republican challenger in House District 7B is Caroline Burley.
Hi, I'm Caroline Burley. I'm the Republican candidate for Minnesota House 7B. I'm running for this office because I believe conservatives should have a voice in Duluth and in Greater Minnesota. I intend to represent all of the people in my district, not those of my party. I graduated from the University of Minnesota with a bachelor's degree in business administration. I spent 40 years in the life insurance industry as a programmer and a systems analyst. I completed both the FLMI and CLU designations. I have also worked as a tax professional. I was a member of the Minneapolis Business and Professional Women and also a member of and an officer of the Minneapolis branch of AAUW. My political background includes serving as secretary, co-chair, and treasurer of my BPLU, Basic Political Organizing Unit. I've been a delegate to district and state conventions, and I've served many years as an election judge. Throughout each political season, I volunteer for campaigns by making telephone calls, block walking, literature dropping, and signs in my yard. This is the first time for me to be a candidate for election. My campaign slogan is faith, family, freedom. It's more than a catchphrase. It's the fundamental basis throughout generations of my family. My mother's grandmother was a daughter of the American Revolution, and my paternal grandfather was a legal immigrant from Norway in the early 1900s. I grew up in Little Fork, Minnesota in a blue-collar family. My father logged, farmed. He also worked for the county highway department, and ultimately he worked for the paper mill in International Falls. Later, he was Justice of the Peace, and he served 3 terms as Koochiching County Commissioner. I believe no country can allow unlimited immigration. We need to secure our borders to protect our citizens and our values. We need to stop drugs from entering our country, and we need to stop human trafficking. Immigrants should be in good health, possess viable work skills to support themselves, and learn how to speak English. I believe in life from conception to natural death. Healthcare should reflect this. I was the primary caregiver for my husband of 49 years prior to his death from Parkinson's in 2011. I also helped care for my father, who died at age 96. I am a strong supporter of lifelong learning. I continue my education through UMD's University for Seniors and Community Bible Study. I love to read and have always been an avid reader. I believe changes need to be made to the current school curriculum. I think Common Core needs to go. We need to meet students where they are and help them succeed. Failure to teach our children to be informed citizens and instill values like the Ten Commandments is in part responsible for the breakdown in society. Instead of building a foundation on education basics and our Constitution, the minds and souls of our children are being corrupted by undue emphasis on sexuality as early as kindergarten. We should support and expand participation in Scouts, 4-H, and positive youth groups. We need to create a fair, honest, and competitive business environment. We need more livable wage jobs in northern Minnesota, and we need the schools to better prepare students for those jobs. It is not healthy for any able-bodied person to not work. We need to support our military and our veterans. We need to protect our Second Amendment right to bear arms. We need to eliminate unnecessary functions from government to lower our taxes. We need to be kind, helpful, and encouraging to one another. We need to ensure everyone has a safe place to live, food to eat, and clothes to wear. I look forward to the challenge of representing District 7B in the Minnesota House of Representatives, should you choose me in the November 6th election.